like to start with what I know and then work towards what I don't know. I wanted to take the formality of the house and the informality of the woods and kind of make the two combine. I'd like to show you how not to mulch around a tree. It's a step that I see very few landscapers doing. You want to make sure to have variation in your heights. Look at how lovely this is. We just cued the butterfly to come in. Well, folks, it's about 6:30 at night, and rather than come back tomorrow, I figure I just go ahead and finish the job tonight. I still do want to come back tomorrow and try to get a more detailed, completed video of what's going on here. But for tonight and for the purpose of the series, I'm just going to give you a quick walk around. I will end up doing another video more about the design, the plants I used, and stuff like that. It's nice at 6:30 because I'm kind of getting into that golden light. I don't know if the sun always looks better around dawn and dusk. And the golden light is certainly with us. So we got everything mulched. We got our nice hemlock mulch. It's going to keep the weeds down, keep the moisture in, and look nice. And you see how nice these plants over here really soften up the side of those steps. Now, I had originally figured there was going to be a stepping stone to cross this bed pretty much right where this coral bell is, but I'll tell you, after I started the design and the project, it just looked a lot more logical to have, you know, the bed is close enough that you can just step right over right here, cross onto the lawn. With all my gardens, I like to make sure that there's a way to actually get onto the grass, you know, through the gardens. And then here we go with the front of the house. See that nice drip edge in the back? We add our coral bells for some color. We had our euonymus here for a little bit of color too. We transplanted that. And you see how finished that mulch makes everything look? Once you start cutting the edge and putting that mulch in, it makes a big difference. And it's funny because, you know, all the work, to me, most of the work, the hard work, is in the prep part of it, where we were running the tiller through the beds, we're cutting out the edges the first time. But it's not until you cut that final edge and lay that mulch in that the project really starts to look completed. And then take a look here. You can see there's the drip edge. The mulch is in, and it looks great. Functional and nice to look at. And then this little bed back here, we've got all of our transplants. Looking great as well. Now, we did have the showers earlier in the day, and this red bud's in the shade, but the leaves are not wilting at all. And I'm also happy to say that the lilac here, which was showing some signs of wilt, that's looking pretty good. I mean, I really think this tree is going to make it. As long as it gets water, it'll be fine. It'll reroot, and you won't even know it was transplanted by next year. Got just a mix of evergreens and flowering shrubs as our back backdrop here. And then we've got some Siberian carpet along the front and some Nicodutzia. And as time goes by, everything in the back is just going to kind of grow together. And everything in the front's going to grow together too, but it's going to stay lower and do a really nice job working as a ground cover. And I just want to show you this viburnum. If you take a look, you see how some of these leaves are kind of crispy? Now what happened was at some point, whether it was at the nursery when they pulled the stock for me, or maybe when we got the plants here, when you see the tips brown like this, that means that the plant dried out a little bit. Or it could possibly have been windburn, but I think this one just ended up drying out. Not too bad, just briefly. But viburnums are very tough shrubs. That's gonna, I don't think I've lost a viburnum yet. So this viburnum's gonna do great. And then here we are, we got some more ground covers. Our lilac, which is coming back. Our dwarf fothergilla. There's our pollinator holly. And then didn't use a ton of vinca in here. You know, we're underneath the trees, kind of away from the house, so it doesn't really matter how long it takes for these guys to fill in, but they're going to fill in and give a nice ground cover through here. I just want to show you real quick, when I was starting the project, remember this bed? The screening bed here had just had 3 separate curves. And there were 2 different times I was messing with these curves, but I got it down to 1 curve, and take a look at that. I think that looks outstanding. You know, the details, if I had those 3 awkward little curves in there, it would have been killing me. The weakest element of your landscape design is the strongest part of your design. So whatever the worst thing in your landscape is, that's what people are going to focus on. And had I left those 3 curves there, I think it really would have drawn attention. It would have drawn attention to me. I don't know. And then I really like the way these curves came out too. I take a lot of pride in having nice sweeping curves in my beds. And look at how nice that looks. So folks, we are officially done with the series. If you stuck with me through this entire series, I hope you learned something about planting landscapes, and you know, I hope you stuck with me through some of the little tangents I took here and there. But you know, everything you saw in the series, going back to when I was in college, you know, the 4 years of college, and then 20 plus years of practical experience in the field, that's what I'm showing you. Hopefully it's going to help you out, whether you're a homeowner looking to do your own landscape, or you work in the trade, or you're thinking about considering, you know, working on landscape installs. The stuff I showed you folks, this is the way we do it, and I do very good with my landscapes surviving and hopefully looking nice too. So thanks again for watching, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon. Take it easy.